Wow. So it took a Bo Nix broken foot and heavy snowfall for the New England Patriots to come through and get their first road win in the playoffs. And as much as it makes me want to puke to say this, the first playoff win in Mile High. Not real sure what else to say about it other than it's your boy A&J. We're here. Again, no pictures like earlier today. And I'm honestly at a loss for words, but needless to say, just breaking everything down bit by bit, it was going to be a tough matchup as I had expected. And I felt like the matchups were in favor of the Broncos, but honestly, there's no matchup when your guys don't have a whole lot of experience in the snow. I mean, that's really the only other way I know to say it. Never mind the Bo Nix injury, never mind the fact that we were without J.K. Dobbins again. And who knows if we'll see him back? Who knows at this point? Because, of course, he was here on a 1 year deal. I got to imagine we're going to be looking to make that change there, or certainly some wholesale changes. Well, maybe not wholesale changes on offense, but definitely going to be a different offense that we're looking at in 2026. And I'm actually fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. That needed to be the case even if the Broncos won today. I mean, it just goes to show that, RJ Harvey being a rookie, it's kind of tough. I mean, obviously, other rookie running backs have been a little bit better, at least running between the tackles. And RJ had a decently good game today, which is the funny part about it. In fact, we'll go ahead and take a look here real quick. And he actually had some nice carries that either nearly picked up first downs or picked up first downs and then some, but somehow ended up not being enough. I mean, got to give credit to Mike Vrabel and the New England Patriots. They did the damn thing. Yeah, R.J. Harvey actually had 13 carries, although I guess it was only 37 yards, so I guess that's not so nice when you look at that aspect of it. Jaleel McLaughlin probably should have gotten the ball more, 4 carries with 11 yards, Stidham with 4 carries, 23 yards, but at least he wasn't the leading rusher. Still, doesn't work out the way that he needed it to in this particular case, but again, it is what it is. We're moving on to the off season at this point. Gonna look forward to Bo getting in some much needed recovery, some much needed rehab, and fortunately he'll be ready to go for training camp, so that's another bit of good news there. And of course, we're gonna get a lot of our guys back on the defensive side, which they actually did the damn thing. Would have been nice if they were able to force a turnover, but I gotta admit, McDipshit came through and had them going in the right direction, especially to start the second half. And again, when it just started snowing, it didn't seem like the Broncos were ready at all. I mean, not a whole lot of dudes other than maybe RJ were getting their footing all that good. Stidham got a good running play, but probably should have been able to get more, possibly even in the first down on that last scramble he had. And then, of course, Patriots came through and blocked that last attempt by Will Lutz. Would have liked for him to made that field goal before halftime, but really doesn't matter at this point. Because obviously the Broncos are home and they're going to be staying home at this point. New England Patriots will go on to face whoever wins this next matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. I feel like either one of those teams are going to have an upper hand, and truthfully, I think that would have been the case regardless of who won today. I mean, they've got a little bit better of a running game on both sides. of that matchup. Defense is equally as good as the Broncos, but offensively, they certainly would have been a problem. And I'm trusting they're probably going to be for the Patriots in 2 weeks, but we'll find out how all that works out. But yeah, needless to say, I'm feeling the sting of disappointment right now. And really not sure what else to say about that. Not terribly mad, not even really mad at all, to be perfectly honest, but certainly disappointed. Certainly disappointed to say the very least. Would have been nice to see Talanoa Hufanga get the interception on that first drive because that would have helped a lot. And Stidham actually did some pretty good things, especially in the first half. It's just not enough of it carried over into the second half, unfortunately. And New England, being as good a team as they are, they capitalized. They got it done. But going to be hard to say whether or not they're able to do that again in 2 weeks. Because, like I said, you got either the Seahawks or the Rams. I actually picked the Rams to win that one. I don't remember what I said the score was going to be, but I'm thinking that one's going to be a close one. Probably something along the lines of 27-24. We'll see what Sean McVay and company are able to do. But yeah, just being perfectly honest, this shit sucks. It really fucking sucks right now to see this. And to have this end up the way that it did. But it happens like that. It's football. Not every break's going to come your way. And that was proven here. But we'll see how all that goes in 2 weeks. Again, congratulations to the New England Patriots. They'll be moving on. And as I imagine a lot of other folks aren't terribly happy right now, I certainly am not right now either, but man, would have been good to see him get this win. Really would have been good to see them get this win. But it is what it is. I mean, tomorrow's another day. Next season's a new season. And honestly, I'm going to be every bit as hyped for that. Especially if either the Seahawks or the Rams win the Super Bowl. Which I feel like they're going to go in probably the favorites, but we'll see how all that works out. Man. Either way, Patriots win 10-7. Unbelievable. It took Drake May and Mike Vrabel to get it done in Denver in the playoffs. Well, that's just what it is. We'll have more in the coming. Of course, I'll be focusing more on a lot of other sports videos, particularly basketball, as we're getting into the meat of the NBA season, and of course some college hoops too. So definitely going to talk about that. Definitely going to talk a lot about off-season stuff along with the Super Bowl. And yeah, definitely look forward to a stream in a couple of weeks. But for now, that's all I got. I'll see you.